Millions watching around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
They can work. When you get close, he can't fucking fight in the inside. Trust me. How long you been trusting me? Get close to him and just keep hoping. When I say penitentiary, put that knife in him. Put him in him. Okay?
I put on this. Yeah. And I understand that this shit wasn't easy, but nigga, we did it. Yeah, yeah. And all them hoes and all them niggas that wasn't fucking with us, now we them niggas. And now we rich now. We got money. I don't give a shit, no. And we did it. Young nigga come up from nothing, now he getting to them riches. And it's the life of a young, rich nigga.
Separate yourself.
Yeah, I ain't playing with your ass. Nigga, I ain't playing with your ass. You chasing greatness. You got greatness talking to you. Become great. Non-stop. Keep the pace.
I'm down.
Yo. What's going on out there? Y'all already know what it is. It's your boys, the Rize Podcast. With your boy, Coach Squeeze, a.k.a. the Smoothie King. Right back at y'all with another one. Y'all already know what it is. It's Friday on the Rize Podcast. We made it through the week. Thank God for that. If you're here in the chat, you've been blessed to make it to another day. We can't take nothing for granted. And you know, we just passing through here, so we gotta enjoy this ride while we got it. It's fight week. Weight has been made. Who wins for the Nova versus Nova? But before we get started, let me get the sponsors out of the way. 5-time world champ, 4 different weight classes. First ballot Hall of Famer, Baltimore's own GTD Promotions, redesigning minds. One mind at a time. We know a mind is a terrible thing to waste. Shout out to www.kenichibed.com. Use code TRP. You'll get 15% off. Also, don't forget to go over www.noslipgallery.org page. Use the code RIZE10. You'll get 10% off. Also, shout out to me and Killer B. Go over to her page, support her and her boxing journey and her merch. Shout out to Richie Baby for all the intros and edits. Appreciate you. You don't got to do it, but you do it out of the kindness of your heart. And I appreciate you. And shout out the R.I.P. to John Boy, R.I.P. to Miss Tony Vandross Williams Jr. Y'all are truly missed. Shout out to Bad Girls Promotion featuring Miss Nikki, a.k.a. Miss Olivia Pope, Coach Brandy. Shout out to EOE, Education Over Everything, My Brother Movement. Shout out to Hardcore Boxing News, Just Do Boxing, Stretched Out Boxing, Aunt McQueen Boxing, AO Clothing Line, Pro Soul Boxing Gear, and Clothing Line. Don't forget to go over to Four Corners Boxing every Wednesday night and check out their boxing podcast, 15 Rounds of Boxing. Help support our brother station. Shout out the Under Armour. Thanks for all that you do and have done for the community. Shout out the 1901 Pennsylvania Avenue, Coach Calvin and Kenny Way. Get your shirts, essential swell rolls for $7. Shout out to Miss Mona, Miss Yaya, for all they have ever done for the podcast. Our prayers go out to them and their families. Shout out to Gregory Pratts, Carlisle Coolers, Trucker Sally's, all the people that have contributed to the podcast out of the kindness of their heart. All of y'all are sponsors. To be honest, we could go on and on all night about sponsors because all of y'all are sponsors. And don't forget to go over to the RizePodcast.com. Get your Smoothie King shirts, y'all. Right back at y'all with another one. Last but not least, official gear boxing. All the fighters wearing it. Y'all can say it with me in the chat. And I'm in the house with a couple of Johnny Blaze ones. On the count of 3. Repeat after me. 1, 2, 3. Box. And here y'all. Raw. What's going on, family? What's going on? Let me go on over here and see who up in the chiz at. Ace is the place of the helping hardware store. It was an honor and a privilege meeting Ace, man. He showed much love. I appreciate you. Mike Rhyme, Jab Queen Boxing, work off the jab. Melody Queen 27, the best moderator in the game. Salute Coach Squeeze, Senior Enterprise Podcast. Family, peace and blessings. Don't forget to hit the like button on your way in, please. And then thank you. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the Rize Podcast. Cash App $GEESSUS Coach Squeeze to support the channel. Get your merch on the RizePodcast.com. Brashley McClendon, Melody Queen 27. Get your Kenichi Bay headphones on www.kenichibay.com. Use code TRP for 15% off. Alan Johnson, good afternoon. Thanks for the prayers, champ. Alan John, Devin Haney, what it do? Devin Faney. That's what I'm gonna call you from now on. Devin Faney. That's your new name, champ. Brashley McClendon. Devin Faney in the building, y'all. Tim Layton. God bless you too. Appreciate the love. Boxing moving right along. You got Ford versus Nova. Who y'all got? Who y'all got? We already know. If you don't know about these two fighters, Tim Layton, JBT, hanging in there. How are you? Are you in your feelings, son? He in his feelings. Devin Faney. Raymond Ford versus Abraham Nova. I ain't seen Abraham Nova fight in a while. I'm going to go on my blue blood age 31, career from 2016 to 2025. Record 24-3-1. KOs 70.83%. Knockout KO rate 5.9. Reach boy, I need my glasses. His reach is 69-inch reach. Stance southpaw. This gonna be a barn burner. Raymond Ford got some pop with him. He remind me of a smaller version of Brian Norman. What y'all think? What y'all think? He do remind me of Brian Norman, a smaller version of Brian Norman. Speed, power, but he tend to gas later part of the rounds. Okay, he tend to gas a little bit in the later part of the rounds. If Nova come in like he normally do, yeah, Devin Haney, I appreciate you coming over, man. Devin Faney, I appreciate you coming over, man. Appreciate all publicity. Sometimes can be good, but as long as people ain't talking crazy out their mouth and disrespectful and foul, you can say what you want over here. Like who you like, don't like who you like, long as it ain't disrespectful. You can call nobody out their name. It's all good. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm looking at Dylan White on the scale. Dylan White look like he in shape. But that young boy got that look in his eye. Moses Atamu, he got that look in his eye. Oh, he actually taller than oh shoot. Dylan White look in shape. Dylan White, that stare down is vicious. He looking at him like, you young punk. Okay, Dylan White got a little abs showing. He looking great shape. Yo looking superb shape. We got a good one. Yo a veteran, but I just think the speed difference is gonna make the difference in that fight. But in Ford versus Nova, y'all already know that's gonna be a barn burner. That's gonna be lot of punches being thrown and somebody getting knocked out. Somebody going to sleep in that fight. And Nova been in there with some credible opponents too. He been in there with some credible opponents. So it's going to be a good one. That's going to be a good fight tomorrow night. Melody Queen 27. Don't forget to hit the like button on your way in. Please and thank you. Yeah, that's gonna be a action-packed fight. We already know how Ford coming. Yeah, we already know how Raymond Ford coming, man. Explosive, let his hands go. Power, speed. But he going up against a stouty veteran and Abraham Nova. It is. Everybody giving that Switchblade. What it do, champ? Switchblade was in the building this morning. I got to see him. You know what I mean? We was in there working out together. Switchblade in the building. Joseph Foster. Oh, yeah, my boy on here. Early. Yes. All right, let me bring him in. A gentleman, a scholar, father, husband. I'm pumped. He ain't here early. Cat lover, Doug lover, boxing historian. Let me shut up. Bring him in so we can start cooking. Brother Ant McQueen.
Oh, it's always a pleasure to be here with the Smoothie King and the beautiful people of the Rize podcast. Good evening, folks. Good evening. I heard you talking about that Abraham Nova, Raymond Ford. Who you got for that one, Squeeze? What we thinking?
I'm thinking on a breakdown. I'm thinking on a math equational breakdown. Before I give you my hypothesis, boxing hypothesis. I was in the gym today working out with the likes of Stacy Selby, the Damari Filsons, Serial Killer, Switchblade. I was in there with some tough guys today.
Some heavy hitters.
Yeah. That whole switch I named is nasty. It was an honor and a privilege to just be in there with those guys, chop it up with them, and get my work in. Just try and take care of my health, man, and take care of myself somewhat while I'm living and breathing. Exercise is essential. I like I'm basically, this is one of those ones I'm on my edge of the seat with. I just think both of them are high volume punches. Both of them swing for the fence. I haven't seen Nova in a minute, but if I had to update on what last that I seen of Nova, is that he got a little bit more in the tank, but I don't know if that layoff took away from that gas tank, so his questions answered in that department. But he's a veteran, a Raleigh veteran. I don't know, man. This is one of the ones, if I had to bet, go to the booth and put a bet in. Damn. Raymond Ford could get slapped. See, y'all be like, he drinking up. Just give me the damn answer. I'm just trying to be fair, yo, because you got to understand, I'm still like sparring and actively throwing punches, not competing, but styles make fights, and I be trying to look at these things. Damn, Raymond Ford could get sloppy. Nova can get, he been inactive. Do he still got, and I'm sure he been working out. I'm going 50-50 on this. I'm locked, man. I'm locked, man. I'm locked. This almost like a mirror image fight of each other. Both of them throw a bunch of punches. Both of them swing for the fence. Both of them look for that one punch, devastating knockout.
Me, I'm leaning towards Raymond Ford because he looked sharp since going up to 130. You know, he was looking a little feeble at 126 his last couple fights. Most notably the one against Nick Ball. Wasn't in there looking too hot, looked a bit emaciated. But I think that he's back. He's rejuvenated. He's fresh. I was at his last fight, the one that he had with Thomas Matisse, and the man looked sharp in person. Everything looked crisp. Everything looked snappy. You already said it. He's explosive. Not the biggest puncher, but he is capable of putting you out. We seen it in that fight with my man Komatov a couple years ago. It was like the fight of the year on ESPN. Tremendous fight. Come from behind victory. Laid it all on the line. Got the stoppage. Showed a lot of grit, a lot of guts. And he went for the gusto. Abraham Nova, on the other hand, he's a good fighter in his own right. He's no bum. But he hit a little bit of a rough patch over the past year or so. Got the loss to O'Shaquie Foster, then the loss to Cortez. Then he had a split draw with Galindo. And then in his last fight, he did stop the guy, right? He got the ring time decision. But the dude was 65, 72, and 3. So it's clear what that was. It was a fight to get him back on track. You just got to keep it a buck. Got to just keep it honest. It was a fight to get him back on track, get his confidence back after taking 2 L's and having a split draw. And he's also going back up to 135. You know, in recent years, he's been down there at 130 for a little bit at featherweight. So I think it remains to be seen, like what type of shape he's going to be in, how he's going to take those punches. I was at the fight that he had with O'Shaquie Foster, and it got real spooky for a moment. O'Shaquie Foster was putting them bing, 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 bing. You know what I'm saying? He was dropping them bees on my man Nova. And Nova's corner did the smart thing. They knocked the water over in the ring and brought it over to the ref's attention. Hey, ref, the ring is wet. We got to dry this up. I peeped the game. I seen what it was. You know, you got to buy your man some extra time to clear them cobwebs. You know what I'm saying? When them legs get al dente, you got to make sure he's right back and firm before you send him back into the line of fire. So we don't know how he's going to take those punches if he decides to exchange with my man Raymond Ford. I think that Raymond Ford's got the faster hands, processes quicker, sharper puncher. I just feel like in an exchange, you're going to be beaten over to the punch. Now, as the saying goes, timing does beat speed, right? So if Nova's out there able to time him, maybe he could give the young Savage some pause, give him some resistance. But if not, the way I'm seeing it, I got Raymond Ford by UD. I'm not gonna say he's gonna stop the man, even though he has been stopped once. He's been knocked out cold versus Robeisy Ramirez a couple years ago. But he's moved on since then, hasn't been stopped since. Only got the 3 L's. The other 2 split decision by shock. I thought that should have been the UD. They were a little bit generous there. And then the other UD lost to Cortez. But I believe it's going to be a good fight. I'm believing that Nova is gonna turn it up. He got to up the ante because he got to know where he's at in his career right now, Squeeze. If we keeping it a buck, you got to know where you stand with the promoters when 3 of your last 4 fights, 2 L's and a split draw. So he gotta come through. He got to show up and he got to show out. Even if he loses, but he's competitive, they still know, okay, we got a place for you. You're still a viable option. Otherwise, you're going to turn into cannon fodder for the up-and-coming prospect. And I don't think he's ready for that. So I think he's coming to fight. But I got Ford by UD.
The rebuttal off of your assessments, spot on, direct. I won't negate nothing you just said. Was very suffice and efficient. But you know, I gotta throw that independent clause in there. And the independent clause is all those factors that you just factored in with the last 3 to 4 fights. It's a little more bite on his ass with this fight. So fighters tend to give it a little bit more when they know that they at that point where they not gonna be getting those 200,000, 100,000 fights, 300,000. I don't know if I'm right, but in the neighborhood, he probably ain't making nothing. And for this fight, 300 to 500,000. That ain't bad for a dude like that. That ain't bad. I try to be fair as possible in every window I can look out of when I assess these fighters. And as y'all can see, when I really don't know about them, I go to my lagging phone, which I need to upgrade in computer, by the way. On the other hand, Raymond Ford, better legs, the younger fighter, explosive. He could get a little wild at times, and I think that would like leave him open for counters if Nova can capitalize on that. So I'm going to base mine off of which shape Nova is going to come in this weekend under. I'm just visualizing that. Remember, guys, I was hitting the bag today. There was some rounds where I had to slow it down to get the air back into my lungs. But then once I got the blood flowing, round 4 or 5, I started picking it up because I was talking to myself. That's my take on that.
Yeah, that shape that Nova come in is going to be extremely important. You know, once again, just to go back to his go back to the box rec and look, you know, this is his second fight at 135 this year. Those fights prior, they were down at 130. So there's a chance that he might feel a little bit more robust coming into this fight. Like, all right, you know what I'm saying? I got my legs under myself at 135. I'm feeling strong. I'm feeling ready to go. Let's get to it. And I'm hoping that's the case, because the better he is, the better fight that we get. But if not, I'm just hoping it don't turn into what we seen in that last fight with Thomas Matisse. Like, Raymond Ford, the hand speed and the quickness had my guy so spooked to let anything go early that the whole fight, it just turned into Raymond Ford basically pursuing this guy and then just jabbing, and this dude just keeping his hands at home. I don't think that Abraham Nova's going to go out that way, and I'm hoping that he's not, especially what this implies for his career, because if he were to get a win over Raymond Ford at this stage in his career, that would be huge for him. He'd be right back in the mix, because Raymond Ford, he's somebody who's highly touted right now at 130. And just to be sure, I'm going to go take a look at those rankings, see where Raymond Ford is. You know what I'm saying? And we also got to keep in mind, too, this is something that may have to be factored in, Squeeze. I don't know how you feel about those replacement guys. But remember, Raymond Ford was supposed to be facing one Anthony Kakachi. For whatever reason, Kakachi had to pull out of the fight. Abraham Nova is now replacing him. So do you think that could play a factor in the fight? Getting ready for one guy and one style, and then boom, within a few weeks, you're getting presented with something else.
I would say yes to certain fighters and no to certain fighters. Keeping the book open on some fighters just have the ability to either impose their will on whoever the hell in front of them, or the ability to box and figure their fighter out on the go, the replacement. But you got some guys that locked in, zero locked in on that one particular style that they're facing, and that last minute placement come in. Don't be too good for them. History remind us of that. But I would say the answer to your question directly, for certain ones.
We're going to find out if my man Raymond Ford is one of those guys that will impose his will, or if he's, I don't know what the word is. I guess you could say reliant, for lack of a better word, reliant on a specific game plan. And the reason why I asked you that question, Squeeze, I was watching a video the other night. It was an interview of the great Buddy McGirt. And the interviewer asked him about watching film. And he says he watches film, but only to a certain degree, because he mentioned what you just said. He said sometimes you can watch too much film to a point where you go in there looking for a specific thing, that the guy did in another fight, then he go in there that night with you and do something completely different. And then now your whole game plan is predicated on this one thing that you expected to see that he just didn't implement that fight. He did something completely different. But back to the whole Raymond Ford thing as far as where he is and what that would imply for my man Abraham Nova if he was to get the dub. So right now in the IBF at 130, we got Raymond Ford at 4. At WBA, Raymond Ford is 4th again. In the WBC, he's ranked 3rd. And then in the WBO, he's ranked 5th. Abraham Nova is not in the top 15 in any of these sanctioning bodies. So I could only imagine if he were able to get the dub in this fight, that would just catapult him back into contention. So he got a lot on the line, not just his career from the money standpoint that you mentioned, because that's an excellent point. You know, a lot of fans, we be thinking just because we see these guys on TV or the televised event, it means that these guys are getting paid hundreds of thousands of dollars. Nah, everybody is not making that type of money. You know what I mean? It's a very small percentage of guys that are making millions per fight. Think about how many people there are in a division. Like right now, there's over 2,500 fighters at lightweight. How many of them are making millions? How many of them are making hundreds and thousands of dollars? So this is a very big opportunity for my man Abraham Nova. If he were to get this dub, not only does he put himself back into contention, but also now he's a viable opponent for anybody that's in the top 10. So he got a lot. He got a lot to win. He got a lot to gain here. And if you're Raymond Ford, you got a lot to lose. Keep this guy off your heels.
I think it's fair to say that it's more to lose for Raymond Ford, definitely, and definitely a whole lot to gain for Nova, Abraham Nova. This one of those fights where we can't say, well, he lost this fight against a tough opponent. He'll bounce back. He'll come back. He didn't get the win. 4 to a draw. We came up short. But put on a spectacular performance. I don't think it hurt him as much. But we need to see part 2.
Let me ask you this question, though, Squeeze. I got a philosophical question for you. All right, so one guy got more to lose. The other guy has more to gain. Who would you rather be in that situation? What is more motivating for you?
Damn, they neck and neck. Philosophically wise, basically in my head, they're neck and neck. But if I had to choose one, damn shit. I would have to be the guy, definitely. Just my choice. A whole lot to gain.
Well, you got to expound on that for me, man. I need the elaboration. I can't just. What's the thought process behind it?
The thought process behind it is that I have a family to feed. I done took my body through hell. That camp at the camp. This is my time. I can't keep getting these opportunities and not rising to the challenge and challenging myself. Can I do this the rest of my life? Finish out strong with this? I'm capable of doing it. I can make a good living off of taking care of my family, but I cannot let these fights go if I want to get to that big bag of $1 million.
What they be saying on Family Feud? Good answer. Good answer. Good answer.
Yeah.
Because I think I probably want to be in that position too. Because I mean, when you're on the bottom, right? When you're on the floor, and in this case, no disrespect to Abraham Nova, but that's kind of where he is. He on the outside looking in right now. He not in the top 15 of any of these sanctioning bodies. So nobody beating down his door for him to get a title shot or for him to even get an eliminator or an interim. But if you beat a guy that's ranked top 5 in all 4 sanctioning bodies right now, yo, that puts you in a whole nother stratosphere. You back in the game now. You a real player at that point. You get a dub over somebody like that. And especially if it's a successful event. If it's successful, forget about it. But yeah, I think Raymond, I'm in Stretch Out Box, I think Ford needs to be prepared to kick it into another gear. I believe so too. Go in there, don't leave any type of doubt.
He will. That
He's
I'm not doubting.
Good.
That I'm not
He's been
doubting.
looking good.
Whatchamacallit, what it do, brother Kareem and son? My people's who else? Can't stop. I know. I feel I'm digging on you. You digging on me. Can't stop. Eon BS. Tawu Aqua Kabutu. What it do, man? And chopping it up. We ain't forgetting about y'all. We chopping it up and asking me some boxing analytics. Good questions.
I see my man Gary Antonio got a what's the name tonight, Squeeze. He got a decision. Gary Antonio. He back in the ring.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Got a unanimous decision over there on Pro Box.
That's the skinny one, right?
Yeah. The slim one. Gary Antonio, because you know all they name Gary Russell, but it's Gary Russell, Gary Antoine Russell, Gary Antonio Russell. Gary Antonio, he picked up a unanimous decision tonight.
I watched him in the amateurs.
How you like him in the amateurs?
He's amongst the batch of the litter that last time I seen him, and when I saw him in the amateurs, he lets his hands go. He out of the wild west. He a gunslinger. Yeah. And he don't care about getting hit to get his off, neither. That's the last time I remembered them. And through the amateurs. I said, boy, if you don't put your hands up. And but I mean, the more he got hit, the more he respond. But about time he turned 35, he might be talking like Rocky, the Adrian, you know. So,
oof.
He might have that Evander Holyfield twitch when you talk to him. Yes, you know. So that style, it's entertaining, but who's going to take care of you after the sport?
They trying to figure out what's going on with Donald Curry right now. That dude is a former undisputed champion. And they trying to find assisted living for him. So it get rough out here, man. It's rough out here.
That's sad, yo.
It is. A former undisputed champion. Yeah. And they trying to start a GoFundMe to raise the money to get him into like an old folks home or something like that.
Sad.
Kareem Hassan said, what about the man that has more to lose? He's going too. He's going out too. Whoever has the biggest heart will win. I can't disagree with that. I mean, either way, man, it's like it's all about what motivates you. Because some people they respond well when they got a lot of pressure. You know what I'm saying? What they say, pressure make diamonds. Somebody got their back against the wall. That's when they at their best. Because they're not overthinking. They're not being paralyzed by their thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Paralysis by analysis is a very real thing. You start thinking too much, overthinking, but then when you ain't got time to think and you got to just flow and just go with it and just boom, 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 and everything's just. And then you got other people where, you know, they got to be on top of the world. They got to have proof of concept. That's where the confidence comes from. Confidence, confide, trust, all those things, man, they all intertwine. So there's no right or wrong answer. It's just more so like where you fall on the spectrum. But that's an excellent point, Kareem Hassan, because the man who know he got everything and he's not taking it for granted and he knows he got to put in the work to keep it. Oh, he gonna put in the work to keep it for sure, for sure. Salute. What it do? Why you mad, Toya says she got 4 by stoppage. I could see a stoppage. I mean, the man he's been knocked out before. I could see a stoppage. And then that fight that I seen with him and Shock, there was some dicey moments in there where he got buzzed a bit. So Nova can be stopped. I mean, it has happened before, but I'm going with Ford on the UD because I'm expecting Abraham Nova to rise to the occasion, understand the magnitude of the moment, and put his best foot forward. And, not go out like Willie Lump. Go out there and acquit himself. I believe that he will. They had this Filipino guy on that Pro Box card tonight too, Squeeze. This dude looking strong as hell. This dude name is John Maduro. 14 knockouts, 14 KOs. I mean, 14 fights, 14 KOs.
Okay.
I don't know what it is about them guys from the Philippines, man. Them guys be punching a lot of times. Them and them dudes from Venezuela. Them guys out there in Venezuela. But I got another question for you about the amateurs. You were just talking about Gary Antonio. Who's some of your favorites that you've seen in the amateurs? When you seen him, you're like, man, I really like that guy's style. Somebody that you felt transition well to the pros.
When I first bumped across them guys in the amateurs, because what people fail to realize, I've been following boxing probably over 40 years, to be exact. 45 years. Boxing, amateur boxing, the Pro-Am tournaments, the Junior Olympians, the Olympians, Wild World of Sports, and ABC used to host those, the Pan Am games. Whoa, we preaching tonight. I'm just letting y'all know I'm not just getting into this. I'm true to this. Andre Ward, Demetrius Andre, Pernell Sweet Pea Whitaker, Evander Holyfield, Mark Breland, Tyrell Biggs,
Meldrick Taylor,
Spinks, Leon Spinks, Meldrick Taylor, Earl Spence. No order, y'all. I'm just the first thing really that I remember that could come to my mind. Who else? It's a long. Sugar Ray Leonard. I watched him growing up in the amateurs. I could tell those guys was going to have success on the professional level through their amateur ability, because they were fighting men back then. USA for all grown-ups. They were not fighting people their age. Because those countries didn't have professionals. The amateur circuit was their professionals.
So we got some talk about Philip Hrgovic in the chat. I got him over David Adelaide. That fight is going to be on tomorrow. David Adelaide solid. Same with Philip Hrgovic. I don't feel like neither one of them guys are super duper crazy, but I gotta say that Philip Hrgovic, the competition that he's faced between Zhilei Zhang and Daniel Dubois, Joe Joyce, Mark Damari, he's fought some credible guys. David Adelaide, I'm not too sure about his what do you call it? His resume. I'm about to go check it out right now. Fabio Wardley, that's probably the only name I'm really, really familiar with. The rest of these guys, this dude Phil Williams is like 3-25. This other dude, Dmitry Kalinovsky, was 13-62. This other dude he fought was 10-21. This other dude was 3-9. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Philip Hrgovic. I think Adelaide is okay. He ain't trash, but he ain't really nothing to write home about. But maybe that could change. Who knows? That's all it takes sometimes for these guys to hit their stride. Adelaide he is still only 28 years old, so he can still learn and grow in his career. But I got to go with Philip Hrgovic on that one. Just a tad bit more polished, pretty strong puncher. He got a nice right hand on him. Gotta look at the rest of that event. You tuning into that tomorrow, Squeeze? Well, yeah, you talk about Abraham Nova and Raymond Ford.
I'm a tune. I'll be doing my little karaoke.
Hey.
But I'll be sitting at the table in between songs. I had my phone up and my headphones in. So I definitely be tuning in.
That's how you do it, man. True degenerate style. It don't matter where you at. Gotta have an AirPod in, have a fight on.
I had one in my ear and cheering on the performers.
I was at a concert a couple weeks ago. Not a couple weeks
ago,
a couple months ago. No, a couple months ago. It was a couple months ago. They had this Litton AC. My wife took me to the concert, but it was the night that Tevin Farmer fought Williams and Payton, the rematch. She looked at me. She was like, "I know you ain't in here watching boxing." Little kid was performing. I was over there. I was watching Tevin Farmer. I was like, "I can't miss this." Tevin Farmer. And Lil' Kim was kind of shaky anyway. No disrespect to the Queen Bee, but it was a long night. It was a long night for Lil' Kim. It was a long night. Thank God Memphis Bleak came out and redeemed the show, and as well as Busta Rhymes. Busta Rhymes did his thing as well. But yeah, they got a nice card going on tomorrow night, man. Very nice card. I'm excited for that Nick Ball fight because that's one of them dudes, regardless of how it goes, you already know that dude is going to come out there and scrap. He's scrappy dude personified. Moses Atoma, we want to see how he going to look. We already spoke about him. When was that? Wednesday? Him versus Dillian White. That's on the same card. That should be very exciting. Then you got Susumi, the young Japanese phenom, putting in work. That should be exciting. Shaping up to be a pretty good card. But I'm very excited to see Nick Ball fight again. It's a spectacle. Every time seeing this dude fight, because Nick Ball is about 5'1". I don't even know how the hell he's able to compete with these guys. These guys are substantially bigger, it seems like, every single fight. And you see him out there, man. He's scrappy dude. Let me at him. Nick Ball gonna let his hands go. He gonna bleed. He gonna make his opponent bleed. He gonna damn near get knocked out. He gonna almost knock out his opponent. There's always excitement, always dynamite every time Nick Ball is in the ring.
Yeah.
My man Shushu was talking about fighting Nick Ball. I would love to see that fight. I got Shushu in that fight. Even though Nick Ball is a tremendous fighter, I just think that Shushu, with the attributes, the dimensions, his intelligence, his athleticism, I feel like he'd be able to dethrone Nick Ball, so long as he didn't fade in that fight. Because one thing about Nick Ball is that guy is supremely conditioned. Even when he's tired, he still fight hard. I'm like, damn. Like whatever Nick Ball had for breakfast, I need the same thing. So I can have that type of pep in my step, that type of glide in my stride when I walk out in the world. Because Nick Ball is no joke. That dude is a ball of energy. But yeah, I think we pretty much made our predictions on the Abraham Nova. Raymond Ford, I got him by UD, and I'm trying to give my guy Nova some,
Um,
trying to shoot him some bail.
uh, uh, damn. It's we being behind the 8 ball. Why you mad to it? What it do, Queen? We be behind the 8 ball a lot with some of these fights, man. You could get hit with something and it could change the complexity of the fight, man. You could be doing good up to a point where you get clipped, man. And if you don't know how to weather that storm, it's been a lot of boxing, man, even with the amateurs at the gym. But I just got put one foot in front of the other. I wanted to order. First of all, I need to get a new phone. This phone is garbage. It keep shutting down on me. I can't even pull it up. And all I gotta do is go in the store. That's all I gotta do. But I hate waiting in those stores. But I need to get to one as soon as they open and get rid of this phone as garbage. And then order one of the content creators at the gym. He came. I wanted to order the hook up to the phone, the microphone with the little furry thing on. So when I'm out and about, I can grab content. Your average everyday people ask them, do they like boxing, and hit the streets. Everywhere I go, make it my canvas. What you think about that, Ant?
I think it's a brilliant idea. I think that you should do it on the streets with the Smoothie King. Come on, man. That thing will go triple platinum on the YouTube streets. And I know what you're saying as far as like the rig. Like I bought one myself a couple months back. I have yet to take it out the case. So this is it right here.
That's the little hookup.
Yeah, this one that I have though, it has like the full attachment. Like you can put different what do you call it?
Attachments.
Yeah, attachments, but I would say like filters, all types of stuff. Miles, hold on, baby. So I got different handles that I could put on it. So I could hold it like this. I could hold it like this.
Oh, you got that one. I call that the rack. You could put your phone in the center of it.
Yeah, it's a this one is made by this company called Small Rig. See, look, they got a microphone and everything, like a little shotgun mic.
Yeah.
This is one of the handles, so you could put it on both sides. Got this, which is like a little tripod type of thing.
Yeah.
It also has this, so if it's nighttime, that's a little light that you screw on the top.
Oh, dang.
It's a whole kit.
Oh, wow.
You could screw this on the hair. It's got this whole little carrying case. It's called the small rig. So yeah, I think it's a brilliant idea.
The
Get
one
one
I
of
was
those.
talking about got the little mics. You could put the furry mic cover on it and plug it up under your phone for sound and everything.
Oh yeah, you talking about the lavalier mics? I got those too.
Yeah, with the little fur on them.
The little clip-on joints.
Yeah, you could either clip them on, or you could hold it in your hand and talk to the person and tripod it or whatever. Take a tripod with you, set it up and stuff with the phone. But it's a lot that I can get on top of that I need to, because it's a lot of people that like boxing. And when I'm out and about, I gotta hear people mouth, Tank a bum, he ain't fight nobody. I would like to get those interviews on the air, make some competitively commercialized.
I just found out tonight that my neighbor watched boxing. I ain't even know that. I've been living next door to the guy for like over 4 years. Today we had our like first formal meeting because we usually see each other. You know how it is. You see somebody around the way, you give them the head nod. What up? What up? How you? And then that's it. So today we chopping it up. We talking. He's talking about having a whole fight party in his backyard for Canelo versus Bud. He got a projector and everything. He talking about having a barbecue and everything.
That would be nice.
Cool. I ain't even know the guy would like boxing. I've been next door to him this whole time. So
that sounds like he love it. We did the Ricky Hatton fight and Floyd Mayweather fight and Canelo Triple G first fight with the blow up screen TV put in the boxing ring with snacks and stuff like that. Yeah. It was nice. It was nice. Everybody was cheering. It was like just, I call it living, enjoying life, and just doing something that you love to do is therapeutic, and it gives you something to look forward to. I think people, why you see a lot of crime and a lot of destruction and a lot of stuff that's going on in the world, people don't got shit to look forward to, so they become destructive. They don't have nothing to look forward to, so they look for something to get into, if that makes sense.
Yeah, man. I mean, they've been saying it since the dawn of time, right? That the idle mind is the devil's playground. If you ain't got nothing to do, you're going to find something to do. And most people, they're not thinking about building nothing. They think about destroying things. So I'm right there with you.
Yeah.
That's life, man. That's life.
You got an iPhone, and
yes, sir. I just upgraded my iPhone. I upgraded my iPhone when I bought that the rig I just showed you. And that's the thing that I need to do. I need to sit down, put this thing together, and start producing content instead of just hopping on the live stream on a whim and all that other stuff. Take full advantage of this thing, because they ain't gonna give me my money back at this point. That money long gone, so I might as well put it to use,
I'm watching Jaleel Hackett jump rope in the center of the ring with some Marvin Hagler shorts on and boxing shoes.
Nice. They had another one of those events, right? He was in the first one, Jaleel. He was in there with Rashidi Ellis when they did that sparring event.
Yeah, that was from the gym. Yeah.
They about to do, they did another one this morning. They did another one of them out. I can't remember where it was. It might have been out in Saudi, but they had it going on this morning. Them dudes in there scrapping. I'm not sure exactly what they were scrapping for. It might have been for a place on one of these upcoming cards, but them dudes was in there getting it in. Yeah, definitely a good time to be had. I got stuff to make too, between whether it be boxing content. A lot of folks don't know. I do my little 1-2 thing. Microphone check 1-2. My wife does nails. She a nail tech, so she got content to make, and she's been in these challenges, putting together some lovely stuff, some beautiful stuff. So I definitely got content to make. I got
Yeah,
a lot to make, and then my kids are always they got their whole YouTube series on my phone. Like I kid you not, like in my camera rolls. Like yo, it's your boy Miles and the Bluetooth. You can't tell them they're not superstars. They got their own shows they be producing. I'm like, yo, when did y'all record this? On my phone. So I definitely I got subjects. I got content to make.
that's
So
what's up.
so squeeze. Upgrade that phone.
Yeah,
Get them lavalier mics. Even if you get the inexpensive ones that you can get on Amazon,
yeah, that's the ones I was talking about.
get them on Amazon or even at a Best Buy, something like that. I think you should hit the streets, man. Because for one, you got the personality for it. You got a beautiful personality, bro.
Appreciate that,
Um,
chat.
Two, you know your boxing, and then just three, you just very personable. You know what I'm saying? When I met you that night in Brooklyn, it felt like I'd known you forever. So just taking those three things and packaging it up, and you can just keep it real simple. I'm out here, I'm on the streets, and you know what I'm saying, what you think about this fight? Have you heard about so and so? And then I also think that it's a way to help boxing. You know what I mean? Spread awareness. Cause we take for granted just like how niche of a sport this thing really is. Cause to us, we sitting around talking about Brian Norman versus Devin Haney. My sister, 25 years old, I ask her who the hell's Brian Norman. She don't know who Brian Norman is. So we be taking for granted sometimes that the sport is not what it once was in terms of
Yeah,
popularity. Once upon a time, you couldn't go anywhere and people didn't know who the hell Sugar Ray Leonard was or who Hector Camacho was. You know what I'm saying? Like certain fighters were ubiquitous. Mike Tyson, you couldn't go nowhere without knowing Mike Tyson. Your man Nawaya Inoue could have 55,000 people in the Tokyo Dome. I go down the street, ask somebody, yo, you ever seen Monster Inoue? Like, nah, who that? You know what I'm
well,
saying? But everybody know who the
that's
basketball players are.
that goes with. I mean, I got one guy at work. He say he don't know nothing about football. He don't care nothing about it. Basketball. Yeah. He say strictly boxing in the fight game. That's what he said out his mouth. I know a couple dudes growing up, never played any sports, never cared about them, never wanted to talk about them. Um, they sprinkled in. They sprinkled in. But you got a lot of people that love talking about the sport. YouTube getting stupid money. YouTube is not hurting for no money. Whoever came up with YouTube is crazy. Whoever came up with YouTube, kids gonna eat.
Oh yeah. YouTube is big money, man. If you ain't got that YouTube, listen, if you ain't got YouTube premium, they're gonna beat you over the head with advertisements. And you know what advertisements is, right? Cha-ching. They got so many eyes over here, they selling you everything from Clorox wipes to rheumatoid arthritis medicine to, you know what I mean, the latest Honda car. Like YouTube has basically replaced TV at this point.
Yeah.
Cable, man, a lot of people done cut the cord.
Yeah. This internet that my aunt and them they got rid of the cable, too expensive. They got internet hooked up, Comcast, I think it is. One of them, Fios, one of them.
Underscore and underscore primed.
Is it a capital P? Does it matter?
I don't know.
Prep and prime.
Prep underscore and underscore prime.
Yeah, Google owns YouTube, man. Them people gonna be getting money forever. They're gonna be getting money forever. And it's ridiculous. And then there's even more layers to it when you factor in the AdSense and Web3 and all this other stuff. It's ridiculous. I've been really into this damn Chat GPT. Like all day, I've been feeding it my writing and just looking at the structural analysis. I'm like, yo, this is mind blowing. All these things that we have at our disposal today. Crazy.
You know, I don't know how about your travels during your day, but my travels, I ride through the toughest parts of the city on a daily basis. I see the harsh lifestyles, the drug abuse, young people, legs all shot, walking around like Dawn of the Dead. And it hurt me every time because I always look to want to help somebody and think, how can I help that person? Because I feel their pain because I was them at one time. I just feel like empty. Sometimes I get to talk to them and people mash on the horn and I tell them, go around me, you know. I give them a meal, something to drink, try to put them together, a little care package. They can just wipe their face and gargle with some water. Just have a moment of humanness. Everybody, they make that choice, this, that, and the other. I know life is choices, but people get weak in moments and fall short. And people do turn their lives around. I just want to, my prayers at night be, God grant me the ability to help make a difference. That's my thing. Yeah, making a difference.
Nah, for sure. I mean, it can feel overwhelming at times. For sure. And it feels like hopeless, especially when you look at somebody and you be like, damn, I'm one situation away from being in a similar predicament. Because we're not too far removed from anybody. Like, you don't know what sent somebody spiraling out or sent them over the edge. It ain't always just making poor financial decisions. It could be them losing a loved one who they cherish so much that just after a certain point, nothing mattered. And they just start neglecting themselves.
Yeah.
It could be anything, you know?
It could be a plethora of things. It's I could give you a checklist of many avenues, many vessels, many veins to get you to that point. I could go on. I could hold a podcast probably for the whole year, every night, with each pronoun and noun involved in that decision making that lead people to that. You know, when you trapped inside your own body, if you don't know what that means, it's like trapped in your own body is like you can't get out of it, and you can't because it's your body. So instead of trying to get out of it, you have to restore it, replenish, and rejuvenate. Because I know a lot of them wasn't born like that. So, you know, that's what bothers me the most when I see people, and it's their business, they can do what they want with their money, throwing hundreds of thousands of dollars in the air in the club, people picking it up. All I can see is the faces on the corner. No roof over their starving. Some people do want help, can't find it. So, yeah, that would be my thing. Yeah.
Yep. And sometimes folks are too proud, man, because we're so damn judgmental when it comes to one another. It's like, who wants to admit that they need help? Only to have it thrown in their face. That they're inadequate and inept.
That could keep you running for a long time.
Yeah, right. Like that, because that's how we look at each other. Who's bum ass over here? Like damn, I might as well just keep my mouth shut, not even ask for help. All right, folks. I'm over here getting badgered by my guy.
Okay, closing arguments, champ. I know you got your family. They appreciate you coming in. Hey, man, that's my buddy.
Hi.
What's up, champ?
Say what's up to the Smoothie King.
What's up, Smoothie King?
Say back at you with another one.
Right back at you with another one.
He got it. He a star. The future.
That's my guy, man.
The future, man.
Nah, he about to have me up till 1 a.m. We've been playing the video.
What you doing with his kids? You planting that positive seed. You planting that positive seed in him to do what you're doing when he gets older and have a family. That's landing.
Nothing will warm my heart more, man. Like, honestly.
And nothing more in life is more important than that young man that came in that picture. Nothing out here is bigger than him. The situation of being there for him in this sick world.
That's my buddy, man.
Closing arguments.
Same thing as always. Small things, all things. What's easy to do is also easy not to do. And of course, you know what I'm saying, it wouldn't be right if I left up out of here without any special effects. We got balloons, we got confetti, we got fireworks, and of course, you know what I'm saying, much love to the people in the chat. Shout out to the GOAT moderator. Always a pleasure being on here with you, Squeeze. Salute to my man, leaving the key to the mat, to the key under the mat, to the Rize Podcast Mansion, Mr. Senior Cobbs. We out of here.
All right, champ. Peace. All right, man. Another one in the books. Hope y'all enjoyed this segment tonight. Stay blessed. Stay humble. Appreciate everybody. Do me a favor, make sure you smash that like button and subscribe. I'd like to thank Aunt McQueen for coming in, holding it down when he don't have to. He got his own stuff going on. When people open up their heart and is giving like Aunt McQueen is priceless. So I'm going to keep his family in my prayers, that God continue to lay his hand on his family and they keep growing in a loving way, and don't let the outside world infiltrate it. Love you guys. Have a great weekend. As we always say over here, it's your boy, Smoothie, Coach Squeeze, a.k.a. the Smoothie King. Right back at y'all with another one. All access. Coach Calvin, Coach Kenny, and brother Aunt McQueen with another one. Peace and hair grease.
Some say you forgive, but don't forget it. Now you know how we do. Lock that back door, don't let no one through. I told Michi in these streets ain't no rules. He say, cause all this life we ain't put on with it. Yeah. And I understand that this shit wasn't easy, but nigga, we did it. Yeah, yeah. And all them hoes and all them niggas that wasn't fucking with us, then we them niggas. And now we rich now. We got money. I don't give a shit, no. And we did it. Young nigga come up for nothing, now he getting to them riches. And it's the life of a young